What's up guys, Aaron here with Functional Aesthetics EC. So in a lot of my recent videos I've been going over a lot of mobility exercises and things like that to increase your flexibility, mobility. This extra video is not going to be any different, and what I'm going to go over is a hip flexor stretch. So first I'm going to go over the traditional model of the hip flexor stretch, and then a different variation that I came upon when I was trying to do a hip flexor stretch and it just wasn't seeming to do the job quite right, and then I kind of accidentally stumbled on what I actually needed. So without further delay, we'll get into the video and we'll see you on the flip side. Okay, so with your typical hip flexor stretch, what you first want to do is kind of step out in that lunge position. So you're kind of already starting to feel it stretch a little bit here. Then you're going to rotate your hips back and you'll feel the stretch a little bit more. So rotating those hips back, and that helps to activate the glutes in the back, which are the opposing muscle group for the hip flexors. And then you're going to drop your knee straight down towards the floor. Then once you're there, you can try to squeeze your glutes a little bit more. Try to push your hips forward parallel to the ground. Make sure you're not arching your lower back when you're doing this. Just push straight ahead like that. Hold it for a couple seconds. So that's your typical hip flexor stretch. Usually works great. For whatever reason, it wasn't working. It wasn't quite getting it how I needed it the other day. So what I'm going to show you here is the exercise I came up with. So we're going to combine a calf stretch with a hip flexor stretch. Okay, so for this one we're going to set up like we would for a normal calf stretch, stretching out the gastrocnemius. We're going to go right here against the wall, and what we're going to do a little bit different is we're going to try to keep our back, our spine neutral. So we're going to begin by keeping the knee bent here, rotate the pelvis under, and then once you're in that position, then we're going to squeeze the glutes, lock out the knee, and lean forward a little bit. Still trying to keep a neutral spine while you're doing so. And what I found with this is with a typical hip flexor stretch, you're kind of stretching the hip flexor like this, but when you do it this way, you're actually pulling it almost vertically in line here, so stretching it out this way. So one more time, I'm going to show it from a different angle so you can see it that way, and cut the clip and we'll get into that. Okay, so I'll show you from this side so you can see it from the side angle here. So keeping that pelvis rolled under, knee bent to start, to really get yourself in that tucked position. Come up here, then from there, without raising your butt up out of it, you're going to lock the knee out. Keep the butt down when you're doing this. Lock your knee out, squeeze your glutes, and then lean down a little bit further. And as you do, continue to try to straighten out your knee as you press your heel into the ground as you go on. So keep those hips tucked the entire time as you're pushing down. Alright guys, so that sums up this week's video. If you liked the video, be sure to like it, comment, subscribe. If you feel the video would help a friend out, share it with them. People who this might help out is runners. They typically tend to have tight hip flexors as well as tight hamstrings due to the nature of their sport. If you have any questions or anything that you'd like me to put a video out on, send a email to the link in the description below, ContentRequestsFAEC@gmail.com, and we'll see you all next week for more health and fitness related information. Thank you guys for watching the video. See you all next time.